Guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be breaking down from beginning to end my first jiu-jitsu match ever. So going into this match, I actually didn't know that I was going to be facing this guy. So I had no idea that he was going to be so tall. The thing is, I had never rolled with anybody that was this tall before. So, there was a lot of things going into this matchup that I didn't know who I was going to face. So this random lanky dude, I thought, okay, I'm fighting this guy. I mean, I'm grappling with this guy. I'm not actually fighting him because we weren't throwing punches. We're just grappling, straight grappling. But I'm like, okay, so I'm coming into this matchup not knowing who I'm going to face. And I'm like, okay, I didn't know he was going to be this tall. Now, that was something that kind of surprised me. So, when I found out that it was him, I just kind of went with the flow. I definitely visualized getting the victory, but I didn't have enough tools in my toolbox for this matchup. So let's play the clip and let's get into this match right here. Now let's make it very low. So he tells me, let's go. So right here, he's trying to go for that overhook right there. I'm faking for the single leg, which I wasn't really faking very hard for the single. I wasn't going for the takedown early because, well, let's keep playing the clip. So he's trying to posture and snap my head down. I can sense that he wants to go for that guillotine right there. He wants to go for a arm drag. I defend it. I shake it off. I shake off more attacks. Right here, I kind of sense that he's kind of scared to engage with me. So, I go for that underhook right there. You guys see the underhook right there? And then, I pop it out, keep posturing, keep moving around. He doesn't really push the issue. The thing is, and then he pulls guard. He pulls guard because he knows it would be hard for him to take me down. Like, he already senses that it would be a bit of a struggle for him to take me down because in our training school, we didn't really do much takedowns. So this guy, I can kind of tell he's not that good at takedowns, but I mean, his guard just playing around. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can play in his guard a little bit. And then I sense that his triangle is very dangerous. He's very dangerous in his guard. He tries to go for a sweep. I counter that with the underhook on the left side, and I bring him back down. He tries to sweep me to full mount. So I see that's a very dangerous moment. You guys can see that I have that underhook on the left side right there, preventing him from getting the mount. Then I secure the takedown, but he's trying to sweep me and he's trying to get a triangle. I disengage, make him come back up, waste more energy trying to get a takedown. My plan from the beginning, when I stepped into this match, I didn't know who I was going to fight. I already told you guys that, but going into this matchup, when I first saw who I was going to fight, I was like, okay, I'm going to make this guy tired and I'm going to try and tire him out. But the plan kind of backfired a little bit, and I'm going to illustrate how it did. So let me answer a few questions about my conditioning here. No, I'm not in the best shape here. Going into this matchup, I'm very fat, out of shape. No excuses, obviously, for the loss, but I'm not exactly in the best shape here. So if I was to face him now, I think I would do a lot better because I've been training a lot more and doing a lot more cardio in the gym. So I think my cardio would definitely hold up right now. Now, keep playing. He tries to go for that. I can sense he's slowing down already. He's slowing down already. I can tell. He goes for that double leg. He goes for the double leg right here. So a few reasons why he went for the double leg. Because the trainer right here, he wants more activity. He says, let's go for the shoot. And then I see, okay, I have to sprawl on this guy. So, and right here, he has nothing really for me. He has nothing for me in the takedown department because I'm pretty fresh here, right? Surprising. Okay, he goes for that. I'm in side control. Looking back at the fight, I think I should have went for some kimuras on the left side here and maybe tried to go to mount. But I was kind of like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was scared that I was scared that I would get swept from the top, and I didn't have enough confidence and training going into this matchup to try and really, work the ground game a little bit more. My plan was to make him tired first with the takedowns and then illustrate and then maybe go for my own takedowns. I'm in side control here, but I do nothing with it because he's kind of dangerous, right? He's pretty dangerous off his back. So now he's, just working the guard, trying to get a triangle. I see that I posture up. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I was thinking about going for a pass to side control, but I kind of got the maneuver wrong. I stack him on the left side to prevent the triangle. I pop out, make him get back up, and waste more energy with takedowns. Now he's pulling on the pressure. He's putting on the pressure real hard over here. He's trying to go for some, I don't know what he's doing. He wants me to engage more. I think I can sense that he's getting more frustrated. And then he shoots for a takedown right here. Right here, I should have pulled guard and finished the fight. I didn't go too hard on the guillotine. You know why I didn't pull too hard on the guillotine over here? I didn't want to go for broke on this guillotine right here because I felt like I was kind of slowing down and my arms were starting to get tired. So I felt like if I went for the guillotine all the way and pulled guard early, I probably could have got the finish. But there's risk involved. Because if I pull that guillotine and I don't get the guillotine and I burn my arms out, then he's on top. And then he can do a lot of damage from the top position, right? And I definitely do not want this guy on the top position because he's probably more dangerous than me because he's been training for a little bit more. So knowing that, I'm thinking, okay, I got to avoid that position. So I don't go too hard on the guillotine, I'll show you guys what happens right here. They tell me, oh, guillotine. I pull guillotine a little bit. I try to sweep him right there. I successfully do. I avoid the top position. He's trying to posture and take me down, but I can feel he's not that strong. So he gets back up. He's getting a little bit tired here. I can tell that. I can sense he's getting tired. And getting frustrated right here. So then he goes for a single. I'm defending by clearing the hips here, which is very good. But then he gets the takedown. I let him get the takedown. I don't know why, because I felt like maybe I'm not giving these guys enough activity, so I can work my guard a little bit. I have been practicing some sweeps from that position, but that didn't really work out. I'm in the full guard over here. He pulls for ankle lock. I defend it. He's not that good at leg locks, so I just defended that. Then he gets back on top. He wins the battle of the scramble. I have that underhook right here. The reason why I have the underhook on this position is because maybe I can sweep him or I can get back up to my feet. I could see that he wasn't really going too hard for me to defend there. So let's see what happens next. I'm trying to clear the hips here with my other arm, push him away a little bit, and then I forget about my neck. He gets me in a guillotine right here, beautiful guillotine. It's a very nice guillotine, and he did a very good job. I pull for that underhook. Looking back, obviously I should have done a couple things that would have mitigated and definitely destroyed his whole guillotine plan from the top position. But the only reason why his guillotine is possible from this position is because he's so tall and lanky, right? So I had never sparred with someone like that. It was my first time sparring with someone taller than me, so going for takedowns, I wasn't too sure if I wanted to do that, but looking back at the fight and looking back at the matchup here in the grappling contest, I think going for takedowns and maintaining that side control when he goes for the sweeps, when he pulls guard, that was definitely my best option here, but I don't know. So now he has the guillotine here. Looking back, obviously I have to have my head on the flat on the mat to clear that. But now I'm trying to grab his arm and free myself. That doesn't really work out. The guillotine is coming on tighter and tighter. I'm okay here, and then then he tightens the guillotine, and I'm trying to defend both arms, and then here I go for the tap because maybe I could have defended, maybe I could have fought out of it, but I was tired and I didn't really see how I was going to win the matchup. I gave up, so I didn't really go for my best performance. This was not my best performance. If I got into a rematch with him, I promise you guys I'll definitely do a lot better, considering that I've learned a lot more. But you know, it was a good match. Fair play to him. That was a beautiful guillotine from that position. You know, look at how much taller he is. That's what gave him the advantage from that position though. Like someone that's maybe my height or a little bit shorter, like maybe 1 inch shorter, would not have got that guillotine from that position from full guard. From full guard. The fact that he was that tall was what enabled him to get that finish. So I loved the experience of it. I lost that matchup, but I mean I loved it. You know, it was exciting. He tapped me, but you know you live and you learn. I definitely know how to neutralize that. There's so many different things I could do. You know, looking back, maybe what I should have done here initially okay, so he gets the takedown. He gets the takedown, and right here, play it right here. I go for that underhook perfectly on the left side. But what I also should have done is underhook. My underhook goes in perfectly right there because I'm trying to get right back up. He prevents that beautifully with that with his hand over there. That's what prevents him from me getting back up. What I should have done is instead of framing my hand on his leg there, what I should have done is got the underhook on the left side as well as the right side, so double underhooks, and then I can maybe get up, or I can reverse the position, or and then before he even gets the guillotine, what I should have done is he snaps guillotine immediately because he sees that my head is off the floor. What you got to do is make sure your head is parallel on the ground. Your flipping head has to be on the ground like 100%. If it's vertical on the ground, then the threat of the guillotine is completely gone because he needs leverage and he needs that position. He has to get around your head. And if your head is flat on the mat, then that means that he can't get the guillotine. But there's so many things I could have done here. The underhook, maybe I should have pursued that more instead of framing on that leg right there. But you know, you live and you learn, and that's what happened. Fair play to him. Hopefully I get a rematch. Let's go.